Hi.
What's up?
What are we up to?
Just out and about.
Okay. Did you pass by that residence over there?
Of course, I have a friend that lives down there.
Okay. Who's your friend?
I don't have to answer any of your questions.
At this time you do, because you're a suspect.
Actually,
you're a suspect
I have a
of
Fifth Amendment right.
That's not a Fifth Amendment right.
To answer questions to cops?
Yeah.
Are you...
You're not under arrest.
When a neighbor suddenly calls the police and falsely accuses you of stalking her, how would you react? In this case, the man calmly exercised his right to remain silent, confronted the police, and ultimately won. You can learn from this now to protect your rights if you find yourself in a similar situation. In the video description, I've included detailed links so you can watch the full story. If you find this video valuable, feel free to leave a 5 in the comments. On September 6, 2024, in Rigby, Officer Delgado responded to an emergency call from Barbara, who was angry and reported that Braden had taken her picture. Officer Roberts from the Idaho State Police was also on the scene.
10-4, thank you. Hey, Del.
Hi.
So, I've been being gang stalked.
Okay.
Okay? Started with that house right there.
I'm gonna get out of the sun. Starting about this house?
No, it's... So, Chief gave my personal information about 18 months ago.
Okay.
Okay? The guy came over and started chewing me out because I drove for a female situation 1 block to the dollar store. Okay?
Okay.
I trespassed him with craning.
Okay.
Okay? He has been going to different places and starting stuff anywhere he can. Like catching rabbits he thinks are mine because I feed stray animals. Okay? That includes cats. It includes squirrels. I don't care. They're hungry. Okay? Apparently, he's been going around the neighborhood showing off the animals he's catching that he thinks are mine. The guy has a sick obsession with me. I'm going to go get a RO, I think. Now, this guy down here, he's been driving up and down my street. He's one of his friends. And
Is he driving or is he on that bike?
bike. He's on that bike. And he's like taking pictures of me going, I'm going to post it on social media.
Okay.
So we have another stalker. But this guy right here, if he intends to dox me in the neighborhood I live in, or the town I live in, that's illegal. So its intent is to cause emotional distress. I'm already living next to asshole 1 and asshole 2 and asshole 3.
Okay.
So I need you, pretty please, to go down there. I think he might have dumped that bike and bailed, because I think he thought I was kidding when I said I'm going to call the cops.
Yeah, well, I see someone on the corner over there with the bike.
Okay, well, that's him.
Sitting on a bike. Is
And
that
he's
him?
laughing.
He has like man bun?
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah. I'd advise ISP to make contact with the male, and I'll head over and make contact with him.
Is he still there?
Yeah, he's over there.
I'm sure he's going to start some shit.
Maybe. Gotcha. I'm gonna go over there with him. J3 out with 940. Hi.
What's up?
What are we up to?
Just out and about.
Okay. Did you pass by that residence over there?
Of course, I have a friend that lives down there.
Okay. Who's your friend?
I don't have to answer any of your questions.
At this time you do, because you're a suspect.
Actually,
you're a
I
suspect
have a Fifth
of
Amendment right.
That's not a Fifth Amendment right.
To answer questions to cops?
Yeah.
Are you...
You're not under arrest.
You actually believe that, don't you?
Huh?
You actually believe that, don't you?
Okay.
I legally do not have to answer any of your questions, sir.
Well, at this point you're detained, so you do. Because you're a suspect of stalking.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm just simply asking questions, and we'll go from there. You will go about your day, I'll go about my day. Let's just make it easy, man.
Okay.
Okay. Who's your friend that was over there?
I plead the fifth.
Plead the fifth. Okay. What's your name?
I plead the fifth.
Radin claimed his Fifth Amendment right not to answer Officer Delgado's questions, but Delgado disagreed. The Fifth Amendment clearly protects citizens from self-incrimination, especially in detention situations. Don't forget to leave a number 5 in the comments if you like this video.
So you do have to identify yourself when
Not
being
correct.
requested. Okay. Now you do have to.
Absent reasonable
You don't-
suspicion,
No,
or
he has- no,
reasonable,
he-
articulable suspicion.
So he does have reasonable suspicion, right? Is there a restraining order against him? Or anything like that?
But no, she wants to get one.
Oh, she
so
wants
that's
to
why
get
she
one?
wants to get him identified so she can go to the
Okay.
courthouse and
Oh, okay.
go about that.
Okay.
So she's not even going to press charges. She just wants to get a protection order. That's it.
She can't press charges. I didn't do anything.
Can she come down here and identify him?
She identified him from over there.
Oh, well, there
Yep.
you go.
She described a man bun, guy on a bike.
Okay. Riding on a public street,
Yeah.
taking pictures.
Okay.
I'm still not seeing anything illegal there.
So you were taking pictures? Is that what you said?
Sure.
Of her?
I needed to post on a public page on Facebook
Well, where was she when you took the pictures?
on her property.
Then she has reasonable expectation of privacy.
No, she doesn't.
Where was she at on her property?
In front of her front door, in plain view.
In plain view? So I just want to make sure I understand, right? Okay. You seem like a savvy guy. Don't want to pull anything fast over you. Okay?
For sure.
I make a mistake, you call me out on it. Good. Right? Because I don't want my constitutional rights infringed upon either. Of
course.
I'm riding uniform.
Right.
So you drove by this individual's house, or rode on your bike, okay?
Fair enough.
Regardless of the public roadway and stuff like that, we get it. You didn't trespass.
Right.
Okay, you did all that right. You saw her standing in front of her door on her property, and you felt the urge to take pictures of her.
I've been meaning to for a while, so
Okay.
I'm trying to blacklist her
You're trying to blacklist her.
from a certain industry. Yeah,
Okay. So, and then you want to post those pictures?
of course.
Okay. And what's the intent of posting those pictures?
Blacklisting.
Blacklisting. And what does she need to be blacklisted from?
Purchasing rabbits.
Purchasing rabbits.
Yes.
Okay. So, like, are you thinking like a community page like
Yes.
Craigslist or something like that,
Something
or
like
Facebook Marketplace?
Something like that.
Okay, cool. So your intent is to take pictures of her, say, everybody, don't let this lady buy rabbits from you. Is she harming them in any way?
Not directly.
Okay.
Domestic rabbits are not meant to be roaming free.
Oh, so she's taking like a pet and then like setting it free?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, all right.
So, let's see, when was it? Not within like last 2-ish weeks. I've been helping basically everybody on the street catch the loose rabbits.
Okay, cool.
I caught 9 in 6 days.
What kind of rabbits are they?
A mixture between, I think some had silver fox, had the looks of silver fox. Some were obviously Flemish giant.
Okay.
Some had the look like they had Rex mixed in there.
Okay. So, how'd you find out that she was doing all this?
Facebook.
Oh, really? So she's
Yeah,
like,
it's been a huge problem for 3 years.
no kidding. Okay. Is this your first time taking pictures of her?
Yeah.
Okay. First time passing by her house?
Not passing by her house because
Okay.
I go to my friends.
Okay. I'm just going to take your word for it
Okay.
that you got a friend over there.
Okay.
She wants a restraining order against you.
Okay.
She's already identified you. Does she
Okay.
know your name?
No.
Okay. So, you're not under arrest. Like he said. That's all she wants to do is just say, hey,
Sure.
I don't want him coming over here within maybe, what is it, typically like 300 feet? 300 feet and taking pictures of me. I find that reasonable.
Okay.
I don't know if you do, but you did get the information you need, and you did get the information you need to blacklist
I
her.
won't be taking pictures of her again.
I love that.
Okay.
I do love that. she still has the right, just like you do, to file a complaint and file a protection order.
Protection.
Okay, a protection order. Not a restraining order, but a protection order. Are you cool with that?
Not if it means giving up my Fourth Amendment rights.
What's your Fourth Amendment right now?
To stay, what's the word, secure my papers and effects.
Okay, no. That's fine. Name, date of birth.
That still falls within papers and effects.
Well, if you give it to us, that's why we're saying consent, right? This is going to be their case anyway. It just makes it easier. I don't know how your policy goes on what he does, but I think you've been very reasonable. I think you're passionate about it. I love the fact that you explained it to us. To me, that dispels any kind of major suspicion that you're just some guy. When I see, are you married?
I am.
So it dispels any suspicion for me that you're like this married dude that's going along taking pictures of women next to their doorstep and things like that.
For sure.
I like that. You're trying to save animals. I'm good with that. In fact, I have a dog that you could, if you wanted a dog, because my wife's incredibly allergic to him.
Not on the size of property I have.
Okay, gotcha. I understand that. So, but anyway, that's what we're here for. When I pulled up, what were you doing here?
I assumed you guys would like to speak with me.
Okay.
And so I figured I would give you the courtesy. The only time I have anything against law enforcement is if you violate rights or break laws yourself.
I'm down with that.
Yeah.
I'm not a thin blue line guy. If a cop does something, like, I have no problem arresting a cop. One time my sergeant actually said, would you like to go arrest a marshal? He's dealing drugs out of his patrol vehicle. And I was like, send me at him. I got no problem doing any of that. None at all. So I don't want to infringe upon your rights. I do, and I'll go double check this, but the reasonable suspicion of you stalking is that you are going there taking pictures of her while she's on her property outside her door. So that's the reasonable articulable suspicion of possible stalking. There's suspicion that you are stalking her when you do that. Do you know what I mean?
That's fair, but you said possible, so that...
Right, but that's the reasonable suspicion, right? It's reasonable. I believe, so like, if I'm at a bank and I see a guy take out a rifle and sling it over his shoulder, not a violation of any law. He can do that. If he puts on a mask, still not a violation of any law.
For sure.
However, I can articulate that this guy's probably going to go do something crazy in that bank, and I'm going to intercept him. And I'm going to talk to him. I will detain him until I can figure out whether or not.
For sure.
So that is where we're at with the reasonable suspicion. You did everything right, public roadway, all that stuff, but then you took pictures of her.
For sure.
Officer Roberts argued that they had enough reasonable suspicion to believe Braden was stalking Barbara under Idaho Code 18, 7906. This law states that second-degree stalking occurs when a person intentionally engages in repeated acts that cause fear or emotional distress. However, since Barbara confirmed that this was the first time she encountered Braden, no repeated behavior had occurred. Furthermore, the First Amendment protects the right to take pictures in public, so there was no basis for the police to arrest Braden for stalking.
How many pictures did you take?
One. Well...
Was it like a burst?
Technically, it was a video because I was riding past and I didn't want to stop.
Okay. Were you just like
pretty much
like this?
Yes.
Did she say anything to you?
She asked if she wanted me to pose, or if I wanted her to pose.
Pose?
Pose. So essentially, she was accepting the photos. So. So that kind of dispels that.
Yeah, no, see, this is why we have these conversations,
For sure.
man, because it helps us to know exactly what we need.
For sure.
Let me go look up a couple codes real quick to make sure that I'm squared away on everything. If I find a code, though, that says that based upon reasonable articulable suspicion, you have to identify yourself for these purposes, I'll explain that whole entire code to you.
Okay.
And then, but, yeah, I'm gonna leave this up to the man.
Okay.
So I'll be right back, okay?
If you do decide to pursue it, I would like the supervisor, please.
I don't have a supervisor.
I'm sure you do.
I don't.
Are you like are you a supervisor?
No, I'm the only unit on for the city. So Yeah, so don't think that I'm like trying to harass or anything. I'm just trying to,
I know.
get everything squared away
But
and stuff
I would
like
hate-
that. So,
I really would hate to have to file a lawsuit over Fourth Amendment.
yeah.
I really would.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm here on this street to do.
For sure. And that's why we had a discussion
For sure.
when we're on the same page now, right?
For sure.
Because I come over here hearing her side, but you also have a side to the
Yeah,
story.
for sure.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to get everything together and
For
go
sure.
from there. So you can go ahead and check that out, and then I'll talk to my partner real quick. Because yeah, I don't think that she wants to press any charges or anything like that. The only comment that she made is that she wanted to get a protection order against him.
She's gonna have to go to court for that, though. Isn't she?
For what? For the protection order? Yeah, she has to go to a court and fill it out and state why she wants to get the protection order filled out against him.
Well,
Hi, Barbara. This is Trooper Roberts from the State Police. How are you?
okay, how are you doing?
I'm doing all right. Hey, I was wondering if you knew the name of that individual.
I do not. I think he's Brenda.
Well, do you have any messages with him at all? Have you been in communication with him?
I don't know.
You don't know if you've spoken to him like via Facebook Messenger, text? What's that?
I can't hear you.
You don't know if you've spoken to him like through Messenger or text message or anything like that?
Nope, I have no idea.
Okay. All right. The reason I'm asking, it just makes it harder to identify him. So.
If you should be able to identify him, I went to the academy 30 years ago, sir. You can identify him based on the fact that he's harassing me in my own yard.
Okay, so I appreciate that you went through the academy 30 years ago, but things have changed completely since then.
You have probable cause.
So we don't have probable cause, and if we have a misdemeanor that's not committed in our presence, we can't arrest anyway. So
I'm not asking you to arrest. I'm asking you to identify.
So we're working on identifying him right now. Okay. So I was just calling you to see if you had any messages or anything like that. Where did you serve?
It doesn't matter. All I'm asking you to do is do your job and identify him so that there's a record of you stalking me.
Okay, that sounds good.
Alright, what's your badge number, please?
4091.
Thank you. Have a great night. Be safe.
You too. Thank you. All right, dude. You said you have messages with her.
I do.
Okay, so
She initiated that.
okay, that's fine. She says that she doesn't know if she does. I looked at codes. You know, a lot of it's, if I pull somebody over, driver,
Of course,
they have
yes.
to. You're a pedestrian. It's a different story.
Yeah, and Idaho does not have an official stop and ID law.
They don't.
Oh,
No, they don't.
So,
My reasonable suspicion at this point is just dispelled.
okay.
I think, honestly, you went over there. Before it wasn't, dude. I'm going to be honest, okay?
Right.
Before it wasn't.
And I do apologize if I came off as like a hard ass for.
You're fine, dude. You're fine. But
I'm a constitutionalist, so.
Good. That's what I'm registered as.
Yeah.
After the interaction ended, Braden gathered footage from body cameras and the police report, and then he filed a complaint requesting training on constitutional law for Officer Delgado.
That's what. Now he just looks staring me down. This is harassment. Definitely harassment now. Definitely harassment now.
I'm talking.
But, dude, if someone did this to you at your house, you're a cop. You fucking have them arrested.
In this next situation, a man is very upset because the police refuse to leave his home, even though he has asked them to. He states that they have been harassing and cursing in front of his children. The police say they are looking for his wife, but when he requests a warrant, they do not respond and attempt to open the door.
Young buck right here has his foot in my door and won't leave. I told him it's harassment. Come back at noon. They won't leave. And they're starting to get really pissed, Sarge. No, she's not home. I told him to come back at noon. I'm filming this now. Foot in the door, won't leave. This is harassment, Sarge. I'm telling him to leave to come back at noon. I'm getting wicked pissed. I got 2 babies here and a bunch of 14-year-olds. They won't go. I told him to come back at noon. Now they're swearing at me, call me, he's here. Oh, who the are you? Blah blah blah. Not that's the other guy.
You're making up stories.
No, that's not a story. He just called me twice. You're gonna lie. No, you didn't know. The Carol guy, Carol's very chill. This guy's chill. He just got his foot in my door and it's pissing me off. The other guy, this big dude back here, whoever that guy is right there came to my door swearing at me, calling me a f***o, and that she's here and this and that.
For her that we could just walk inside and confirm if she's not here.
She's not here. You're not coming in. I spoke that. She's not here. You're not coming in. Come back at noon. I said that, and I asked you to please move your foot from my door. You're not coming in. So what other business do you have standing on my porch?
Because everyone's saying that she's inside.
No, there's no everyone. You're talking to two neighbors who probably just got up themselves. Please, Sarge, can you please tell them to leave?
Talk to every.
I already spoke my piece. This is harassment now. Thank you. All right, I'm just gonna stay away from coming across the radio. He said this. Yep. It's all good. He said I know my rights. I'm still filming. He's still here. I've asked him to leave. This is now harassment. His foot is in my door. I know my rights. I can film you all day. I know.
I understand that. You're more than welcome to film me.
All right.
I'm just talking to you.
Please move your foot from my door, officer. Please, you have no right to that. This is now harassment. Your sergeant just told me you have no reason to be here. She's not here. I said she's not. You don't have a reason to have your foot in my door. You can sit outside of my house all day.
There's an arrest warrant written for this house for her.
I understand that.
People confirm that
not a violent warrant, not a felony warrant. Okay, so you have no right to be here till you find her. So please, get your foot out of my door.
Can I just ask you one question?
No, you can't. Please, I'm getting pissed now. Get your foot out of my door.
Is there a reason why we can't come inside? And
because I said no. I don't need I don't need cops walking around my house when I have children here.
Okay.
Okay.
What's the issue with the children being here?
I don't need. Why do I have to explain to my 6-year-old why there's f***ing cops walking through her house? No. Please, get your foot out of my door. I'd like to shut it now. Please. That's what. Now he just looks staring me down. This is harassment. Definitely harassment now. Definitely harassment now.
I'm talking.
Dude, if someone did this to you at your house, you're a cop. You f***ing have them arrested. If I walked to your house, knocked on your door, and said, "Hey, I'm looking for your wife."
If she had a warrant, I'd let you come inside.
No, yeah, I'm sure you would. Like I said, but now if you told me she wasn't here and I had my foot in your door, you'd beat my ass and have me arrested. But you got a badge on, so I can't do that.
Okay. Did I ever say that? I don't think.
No, I asked you to. You didn't say anything. You keep ducking the fact that I asked you to get your foot out of my door.
I'm trying to investigate something. All you're doing is just yelling at me.
I asked you to go investigate it from the curb. Get your foot out of my door.
6'4", you got anything? No. All right. I'm just gonna let him go then. There's no point staying here and having just yell.
Oh, you mean you're just gonna get your foot out of my door?
Yeah, in a second. So we'll come back at noon then?
Come back at noon, yeah.
Alright. I guess we'll come back then.
Okay, come back.
You don't want us to come back and bother you, but yet you just keep telling us to come
no,
back.
it's not that I don't care that you come back and bother me. I just told you to come back. Okay. But I don't need you standing here with your foot in my door.
How about this, okay? Since you don't want cops at your house, okay? Why don't you just tell her to come down to the police department and we can square up the whole warrant right there?
His anger is completely understandable, as no one wants strangers, even police officers, around their home, especially when they are being disrespectful in front of children. Without a warrant, the police should not be trying to enter the home. People have the right to feel safe and respected in their own space. Officers need to handle situations better by clearly explaining their presence and respecting requests for a warrant. Harassment and cursing in front of children is wrong and does not help build trust between the police and the community. Even with a duty to enforce the law, police officers need to respect citizens' rights and act professionally. Such behavior only escalates tension and distrust. Hopefully, the man will file a complaint and the officers will think more carefully in similar situations in the future.